Heyo, welcome to Back to Finger and Order. Golden Week Hot Springs Kumano after Witch on the Holy Night collab. So first thing first, just gonna say one thing first. That was redundant. Wait. I didn't notice the background music was off. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Maybe that's better. I'm not sure. Either way, were they? I will be mass uploading eventually, soonish, past content from Finger and Order that I have not voiced over because I'm just lazy and I can't get back into it. It's my own fault. Procrastination. So like past event singularities, the entirety of Avalon of Fae that I played but I didn't voice over, that will be just posted. Yeah, so there's that. And now let's get to the fun part. Summoning. Sure, she's not like she's just awesome. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. She's not like she has as I've been told, different battle style. She's not a standard looper, but she's still cool. Let's see how lucky I am. First thing is a 4-star CE, nice. Four-star CE again. There he is. Wow. That was slow. No, we can see. And it's just him. There's a bit of lag. It's a servant. Does the land. If it's not forward, I'm not happy. Roma. Soldier. Bleh. Is that lag or not? Nope. No, that's good. Third one. Not complaining about that. I never played that game, so don't know who that guy is. I never said that a long time ago. Caster? Can't move. Oh, 9. Yeah, because the other collab character ain't released yet, so Caster doesn't matter. I'm not really spicy, so no thank you. See for the event. One moment. Okay, I turned it down a bit. Holy, is that might have been too loud. Wait, well, first minute. Isn't that guy's like Beowulf, like named after Beowulf or something? I vaguely know that. Second. Wow. Just the Atlas Institute. No one cares about them. Ooh, Bill Axe Servant. Nope, I was wrong. Oh. I don't think that's an event C. That's definitely not one. Oh, there's a bit like it. Zubu? Alright, got you, Max. Ooh, I like that one. Is that cat a puppet? Didn't look real to me. The Zufu. Because I think she's the only alter ego you can really get from main banner. Well, general summoning at least. Hector. None of those. Another one of those. Again. I'm just kidding. I'm too impatient. Oh. And they're only two left anyway. Okay, but I'll be starting to doing the tapping fast forwarding. Because I am impatient, man. I'll let the first one go and tap. Nope. Nope. Ooh, that's pretty. Got it again. Oh, 2 in a row anyway. 4. That's super, ignore. There's Shiro. Got that one again. And that one again. Oof. This is 5th. Archer, skip. E, skip. That was laggy-ish. Ugh, voila. Okay, I have some tickets, so I'll do 10 roll for your tickets. See if that changes things up. We'll just only 6. Because also we doing single rolls. Skill. Babbage. Not one of those. Another one of those. That'll be useful. Which is single sings. Single sings. No one needs the bowls. No one needs 3-star C's, except the event ones. And I think there's an occasional one that like boosting the Phantasm come out. But other than that, I don't think there are any really good ones. Billy and Look of Love. I haven't gotten a single 4-star servant yet. Let's see if the 1-star one. Nope. Cleaner. Technically 7, 10 roll. That is a lot of C so far. Huh. Won't complain about that. That'll be useful, but come on, seriously. 8? Figure on 8 now. Nine. Seriously. Expect at least one 4-star by now. 10. $11. Ooh, finally. Probably a 4-star though. Yep. Curse you, Suzuka. And you, Emiya. You both are useless. Most people like them. I guess they're useful. This is 12, I think. $13. Pretender. Talk. Pronounced her name wrong. Are there any foreigners you can get out of the name banner? I don't think so. 13? $14. That was a bit slow. He's at least a servant. But it's only a 3-star. And that's only C. That's a C. That's a C. It's only an event 1. 15? $16. I've already gone down to like 400. 500. 500. $16. That was a bit slow. The servant. Main assassin. Skip. $5-star, probably a 4-star. Yay! I was only going to go to 300. It's like 300 left. But that was the last card too.
眩しいトンネルを抜けると、そこは見知らぬ研究施設だった。ホラー映画かミステリー小説かって話よね。どっちも好きだからいいけど。こんにちは、カルデアの魔術師さん。サーバント・トラベラーじゃないか。サーバント・フォーリナー、青崎青子よ。事情はだいたい刷り込まれているから説明はしなくていいわ。 これからよろしくね。
Okay, now to do lots of selling. And enhancing. Could do that first, in case.
ようこそ
Noble
レオナル
Phantasm.
ド・ダヴィ
Anyone need it to... Oh, well, max you. Oops. You. And I think that's it. Yeah, I have... Yeah, I got this guy. I tried a few rolls for Dantes. Nothing came of it. And I have Max Lalo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
いらっしゃいま。時間は戻らないものだ。最終確認はしっかりしたかい？まだ見ていく？
Okay.
うんうん。私も張り合いがあるってものさ。
I don't think I've done before. Okay, I think everything about this level can basically go to jail. Not in jail, be sold. Oh, not you and you though.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, if you would see limit breaks of these. And one left over, okay? Okay. So before we get on to the actual, what's the words? Oh, event. Gonna level Aozuki up, of course. Trying to get ahead of myself this time, because usually I lag behind and have to do a mad dash to, finish at the last moment. Trying to get ahead of it. Even if that means playing at X o'clock in the morning. Not sure if I'll go for the Alice girl. Maybe I'll throw like maybe 1 or 2 10 rolls.
そろそろクエ
Oops.
よ。それではお客様、当機は上に参ります。なんてね。でも、それくらいご機嫌な体験だって伝わってる？
No, I cannot. Could you tell how good your time she's having?
それではお客様、当機は
I already said that yet.
私服もいいけど制服もいいわよね。気持ちがキュッと引き締まるっていうか、この姿でも出力は変わらないから安心してマスター。あれ、もしかしてカルデアだと制服姿って珍しい？珍しいけどおかしくはない。そうよね、マスターも同年代だものね。
As far as I know, she doesn't have any to beat this thing before you can get the outfit. But
それではお客様、当機は上に参りますなんてね。あ、もう再臨なんだ。夏気分はそろそろおしまいにしましょうか。さーて、次はどんな私になるのかな。
Butterfingers.
貴重なリソースをありがとう。10倍級の活躍で返しましょう。貴重なリソースをありがとう。10倍級の活躍。私服、夏服ときて最後の霊気は華々しいドレスです。オールドスタイルはアリスに任せて、私はフューチャーなラインになってみました。クラスもフォーリナーなんだし、宇宙のアイドルシンガー目指しちゃうのもいいかもね。
Ooh. That's, oh, super alcohol, yeah. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I may as well foe. I forgot any of the supers or grades. Hard to tell. Oh. You get more XP.
そろそろ
I think I gotta save some for the new welfare also.
まだいけるマスター。今できることは今やってね。いつも全力なの気持ちいいでしょ。まだいけるマスター。今できることは今やってね。子供の頃、たまたま聴いた音楽が人生の指針になったりすることもあるわよね。私の場合、それが外国のロックシンガーでさ。真夜中、部屋で自分の将来をじくじくと悩んでいると、家の外には UFO が飛んでいて、宇宙は広い、いつか会える日を楽しみにしているって言われるような曲だったかな。その時の何とも言えない青いような苦いような気持ちが今も私を支えている。青春時代の輝きってそういうものでしょ。じゃ、そんなわけで一曲聴いてください。曲はもちろんこのナンバー。そう、スター。
Okay, I'm just taking a look on the a certain website, and the next events that come out are all summer. I'm not sure who I want. Because there's like the few during the summer, so I should start saving up again. After that, no one really till possibly Metron Jean, Typhone, and Olga, which is next the summer after. So yeah, I don't have too many, but considering it to me how many to get here.
よーしレベルアップ。私大器晩成型なのでこうなってからが伸びましてよ。
I'll probably level up the skills later. That just takes annoyingly long. In we go. Apocalypse Planet 1999. At first, there's a tiny glimmer. Then, a few months later, there was an explosion. It sucked in everything nearby and blew it all away. Trees were knocked down. Okay, I thought we were talking about the Big Bang or something for a moment. Rivers dried up. Entire buildings disappeared without a trace. Wind raged on at 100 meters per second. This must be what it's like on Venus, she thought. It's no use. I can't get any closer. Jeez, this output is insane. This was supposed to be a simple disaster, not an actual freaking apocalypse. Her shouting disappeared into the wind, her voice failing to reach anyone else's ears. At this time, it seemed like she was the only one who could stop this unprecedented disaster. However, shooting it doesn't work. Hitting it doesn't work. Kicking it doesn't work. It's like this thing doesn't obey the laws of the universe at all. High-density magical energy invades the Earth's surface as temperature rises with no sign of slowing. Is this somehow like bleaching or something? Magical energy in the atmosphere is referring from pseudo-ether, the fifth imaginary factor, to true ether, the fifth true theoretical factor. Endless analysis followed by endless rejection. An ending investigation followed by unending rejection. Even though there was only one explosion, the resulting gales only continued to grow in strength. This doesn't make any sense. What the hell's going on with that star? It's been 6 hours since the crater appeared on Earth's surface. The mountain that brought it about this disaster is gone, and the damage quickly spread to neighboring mountains as well. The destruction probably won't stop until the human race is completely extinct. As a witness to many failed apocalypses, she could tell exactly where things were headed. There's nothing I can do. It's too late. For that matter, I'm not gonna make it out of this alive either. There's no way to stop it, and unless it is stopped, there'll be no future for anyone. Before dawn, the country of Japan will vanish. In a few days, all other countries will do the same. Tonight, in 1999, the world will come to an end, starting from an insignificant corner of the Earth. Tonight, with the stars twinkling in the sky, that was rather abrupt. Or maybe I was just speaking wrong. Welcome to Kumano Hot Springs. The only Kumano. Doesn't Kuma mean bear? But no, I don't know if that means the same thing anymore. After Witch on the Holy Night. Whoa, okay, I was reading that right earlier. And ray shift, go! Plants, river, rock. And birds chirping, clouds, clear sky. So, these are the Kumano Mountains. Okay, I'm out of the Ray Road, and I'm seeing a huge mountain range. Has it ever been used before, Ray Road? Yes, Senpai. The ray shift went through without a hitch. Your success rate is as impressive as ever. According to Shiba, this latest singularity is very small and poses almost no danger, which means it's going to lead to the end of the world. Which is why no other servants, or even our trusty foe, have come along. Yeah, we're jinxing it. But like Da Vinci said, consider this a well-deserved, carefree mini hot springs vacation. That being said, let me just make sure of something. Do you remember your briefing in the command room? I wasn't in REM, if that's what you're asking. So, we discovered this new singularity on a Japanese mountain range. Specifically, the year is 2001, and the range is in the Toyama Prefecture. Given your age, I guess it's just a little before your time? Anyway, we've observed that it's definitely a singularity. But it's very small, and shouldn't last very long. We're jinxing it. Trismegistus says it should close up on its own in about 7 days, and we're not seeing any signs of mystics or magical energy anywhere. Basically, it's a singularity that's practically identical to reality in terms of time and space. Usually, we just let this kind of mind distortion go away on its own. But cases like this, where we know for sure it's safe to visit, are exceptionally rare. That makes this the perfect ray shift example case. And should make a great experience for our field operatives too. That's why your mission this time will be to see if you can discover any anomalies in a completely danger-free singularity. You're really jinxing it. We're hoping it'll help you hone your investigative skills. Think like trying to solve a real-world mystery novel. We know you've been taking on a lot of tough missions lately, so while we can't give you carte blanche to stretch your wings, this should at least be a laid-back opportunity to learn some new things. You see, and this is the best part, the Slay's singularity is located at... That's right, this is the little-known but highly esteemed Kumano Hot Springs, said to be home of a legendary secret spring. You look really happy about this, Mash. Do I? I'm sorry, Senpai. I've always liked Japan, and I suppose getting to visit a historic hot spring in there got me a little excited. Oh, we didn't lose contact yet. Testing, testing. So we're coming loud and clear. This is great. Looks like you two are at the base of the mountain right now. The singularity covers the entire mountain range, but the hot springs inn is right in the center. Let's start by making your way to that inn. Give Mash some money that should cover your expenses. Check back in with us once you get a room, okay? There'll probably be other tourists on the trail, so we should refrain from calling too much while you're outside. Oh, right. It's May in the singularity, but it's peak travel season. We'll need to be careful not to stand out among all the people coming here to hike the mountains. Collab may be an international organization, but still a highly clandestine research facility. Depending on how the Grail War, would Collab even be a thing yet in 2001? I wonder if that's online. Okay. According to AI, at least if you put it in Google, the organization officially began operations in '04. Excuse me. Kalia may be... Oh, wait, I said that. We'll be fine. We're just a couple of hot spring nuts. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen anyone else so far. Not even any hikers. I don't see any trails here either. I wonder if we took a wrong turn somewhere. Hang on. I think I hear footsteps behind us? It must be a hiker or tourist. Let's ask them if they know the way. Hello? Excuse me? Sorry to bother you, but we're trying to find the hot springs, and we seem to have lost our way. Do you know how to get there? Even just pointing us in the right direction would be a big help. Dramatic coloring. If you're looking for the hot springs on this mountain, you need to be headed to the Kumano Inn. Guess you two are psychics looking to get rich too then. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. I can tell you're really good too. I've had a lot of interesting experiences, so I've got an eye for these things. Then again, you don't look like you're here for the money. It seems like what brought you here is more complicated than I can tell. You think we're psychics? Get rich quick. How the hell did he figure all that out? Oh, did I get it wrong? I guess you're just ordinary tourists. Same as me. Sorry for getting carried away and jumping to conclusions. My name's Suzuki Sojiro. Sojiro? By the way. I'm staying at the same hot spring inn you two are looking for. I was just out for a walk to get some exercise. Sounds like you two are lost if you're asking for directions. Lucky we ran into each other then. I can show you the way to the inn. At least part of the way. That'd be great. Thank you. I'm Mash Kiriite, and this is... Meh. Nice to meet you, Meh. And Mash. You must be from abroad, Mash. Anyway, the inn's owner will be thrilled to meet even more international guests. I guess the good word about Japanese hot springs is spreading far and wide. International guests? You mean there are others besides us? Oh yeah, lots. You'll see when we get to the inn. There's some peculiar stuff going down there now, and not all of it is good. I see. Are the Kumano hot springs that popular? This is our first time here, so... Popular? No, just interesting. If anything, I'd say they're pretty unpopular. I'm sorry, that was poor choice of words. Let me rephrase that. In fact, why don't I tell you more about what makes the Kumano hot springs so interesting on the way there? Take this as a grain of salt, but word has it, the Kumano hot springs have 5 secret springs that will grant wishes. The trick is, you have to soak in them all by yourself the first thing in the morning. There was even a magazine article about it a long time ago. Thanks to that, springs used to be hugely popular up to a year or two ago. But now, things are very different. The spring grants wishes. That sounds like a holy grail might be mixed up in this. Sojiro, what kind of wishes are being granted? Do the springs really grant anything people ask for? No, nothing like that, unfortunately. The Kumano hot springs only granted one kind of wish each. So really, it's less they make wishes come true, and more like they have very potent restorative effects. There's the spring of youth, the spring of romance, the spring of male transformation, the spring of happy home life, and the spring of stiff shoulder annihilation. only one of these 5 springs is open each day. So the idea is that people come and stay overnight on the day when the spring they want to soak in is open. Though I also heard that some people would stay a whole week so they could try out all the springs. The Sith Soldier's Annihilation one doesn't sound nearly as impressive. Not necessarily. Sith Soldiers can become a big problem when you get older. I don't care for the Annihilation part, though. It sounds so effective that it's likely to draw the wrong crowd. Anyway, they should do it. Sorry, but this is as far as I go. The Min's about a 5-minute walk from here, up that way. I've got something I need to find right now, but I'm sure I'll see you two at the hot springs. Later, that is. So you'll just head back down again. Now I feel a little bad. Must have been a lot of trouble to take us this far up the mountain, and he wasn't even going this way. I don't know. He didn't seem out of breath at all. He has a very mysterious air about him, doesn't he? He seems so earnest, but there's something very easygoing about him. Anyway, almost at the end now, but there's no need to rush. Let's take it slow and enjoy the walk. And are we to fight? In this quest, you'll be defeated if its smash is defeated, of course. "20 minutes later." I hate to admit it, but... Yep, we're lost. Yes, and just when we're almost at the end too. I'm so sorry, Senpai. I should have been more on top of things. I'm guessing wolves or wild beasts or something? Let me get out my compass. No, on second thought, I'll just call Da Vinci and have her navigate us to... Huh? I can't get through. That's odd. There haven't been any magical energy disturbances. And Chiba's observation still says no sign of danger in this space-time, so... Wait, huh? No future for humankind in this space-time? Well, that's quite the difference. Mash, over here! Oh, she's in her normal this outfit. Enemy contact. I can't believe I didn't notice them until they were this close. For now, we need to fight back. There are no civilians in the vicinity. Awaiting your orders, Master. Oh, only 2 servants. Okay, wait, yeah, let's this. Did he do art card, critical, HP recovery, 12, damage cut 200, HP turn. We'll probably get the first item. Okay, let's see. Let's go Marmosa. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. The fog rolled in.
前に有効レンジ入りました。これでどうだ。
The fog thickens. Okay. They're level 10. How does someone lose to this? I guess it's not impossible if they deliberately try or they haven't level matched up at all. Which I guess could happen if you're oh my, that's the... That is quite the change. Wait, what's that? Okay. I thought it said something else too. Okay, oh, finally? Oh. Okay. Excuse me. What kind of monster is this? It isn't a living creature, is it a ghost or something? Gibberish. Master, use a command spell on me, and use my noble phantasm at maximum power to blow out all this smoke. I'm afraid it'll damage nearby trees too, but at least it'll let us see what we're dealing with. Hit the brakes. That's a smart call, but don't do it. The ground here could collapse under your feet. I'd save the ground pounding for a last resort if I were you. You came down in a giant beam of light. That light, is it a ray shift? Good point. I'm sorry, I should have known better. At any rate, may I ask who you are? Me, I'm a tourist. Yeah, I'm just a passing tourist, making a little trip around the world. You look like you're in trouble. Don't worry, I've got this. We all look for each other. Now let's hurry up and take care of this thing. Well, let's see, you're coming in this quickly. No one's really a support unit. Oh, Berserker? I don't... She's a foreigner. Double her. One of them is stronger than the other. Okay.
あれね、サポートして。サポートして。装填済みです。止めて。ブースト。ストライク。
Okay, let's see. A bunch of bullets. Simply roll allies each turn. Increase effectiveness for 3 turns, effective 3 turns, 3 turns. And apply a lot of armor.
そこ動くなこれくらいやれるわバン
Oh, no noble phantasm.
やった被害想定内です。ナイスファイトでした先輩。
Dang it, it was gold. And there it goes. There we go. Easy peasy. You're pretty strong, Shield Girl. Are you one of those servants I've heard about? You're pretty strong too, of course. Those were summoning spells, right? I'm impressed. I know those aren't easy. The stronger the familiar, the more physical and mental energy it takes out the summer, even where weight your very identity. A light yet heavy heart that isn't easily swayed by any kind of desire. That's what an acquaintance of mine told me you need to be a good summoner. And it looks like that's you to a T. The kind of person you'd find anywhere, and yet there's nobody else quite like you. Thanks? So, may I ask who you are? She doesn't seem like a bad person, but, Oh, right. I still haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Ozaki Aoko. I'm a mage, just like you. Though, I'm a free agent, not affiliated with anyone. How about you? If you're both here together, I'm guessing someone sent you. Can you at least give me a broad idea of who? I think we'd both like to at least know if we should consider each other friend or foe. So what exactly are we saying? And that's about it. We told her the bare minimum. Hopefully it's enough. I think that's the most concise explanation we can give you about Caldia. Ooh, ran riff there. About Caldia. Is there anything you're still not clear on? Nope, that was a 10 out of 10 explanation. I wish I had someone like you as my assistant. Though I do have to ask, are you two actually mages? Because if I'm so, I'm amazed you keep all that up on goodwill alone. We do our best to help good people. And well, they seem like I'm not sure. Am I missing something? The second line doesn't seem like. Damn, seriously? I never know what to say to people who are actually just nice. Miss Ozaki? Please, there's no need to be formal. Call me Aoko. Okay, Aoko, I just want to say thank you again for helping us. I don't know what we would have done without your magecraft. Were those magic bullets? That's right. I convert magical energy into physical mass and fire it like, well, bullets. That's pretty much all I can do, though. I can't make anything else with magical energy, and I've never been good at complicate spells for messing with nature or whatever. Still, when it comes to firing bullets, I'm pretty sure I'm as good as they come. That's what's like for you with summoning too, right, man? Your familiar summons, and their spirit origins were as solid as a giant tree. If I ever die and come back as a heroic spirit, I might not mind getting worked to the bone if a summoner like you would call on me. Then you're not a servant? But what about the light you came from? Really? You sure you weren't just seeing things? I mean, what do you think I was doing? Teleporting or something? Besides, shake my hand. See, I'm a real live person, right? It's definitely human, though I've never seen a human fly before. What? Are you the naturally oblivious type who puts his foot in his mouth? If you're looking for a straight man for your comedy routine, I'm happy to play along. How about I start by blasting you down into the bedrock? I'm sorry. Senpai has a habit of running his mouth when he meets someone he trusts. I see. So you're used to tanking for him in more ways than one, huh? I understand. I have two friends that are the same way. Sorry to interrupt your moment, but can I ask why you're here, Elko? I'm sightseeing, of course. You said you were headed for the Kumano Hot Springs, right? Mind if I tag along? I only just got here, so I'm still getting my bearings. Would it be okay if I joined you? That sounds great to me. But since we can't contact Kalia right now, I'll go along with whatever you decide, Master. Why not? We've already come this far together. Awesome. I knew one. I actually lost my license and wallet, so I don't know what I was going to do. Thanks, man, Mash. When we get to the inn, I'll be counting on you to check me in as well. Reloading. Wait, is that the right term? Ooh. Classic to the right, modern to the left. Ooh, is that a rooftop hot spring? We finally made it. Man, this reminds me of the Enmity. Yeah, the inn where we met Benny Enma and Sparrows. I was just thinking the same thing. I still have many fond memories of it. I'm sure this place is going to be a great experience as well. Oh crap. This place is bad news. People have died here, no question. Did you say died? We should disguise ourselves just to be safe. Call me, Sus Ritsuka from now on. So, you want us to use disguises and fake names? But we didn't bring anything we could use for disguises. This works, right? Relax. I'll take it off as soon as I know it's safe to. Paper bag for mask. I've never seen that before. So, where does Sus Ritsuka come from? It means all the half in the world spelled Sus Ritsuka. I'm an unestablished psychic. As a spiritual exercise, I only speak one sentence a day. That's enough of a cover story. Come on, let's go inside. So, this is the Kumano in the Kumano Hot Springs. It's pretty big, but it basically looks like a normal hot spring. I don't know. There's some people hanging out here, probably other guests. Base Ishtar, Zet, Karen, Ryogi. Oh, he beat us here. I see Sojo made it back here ahead of us, though he just went into the back of the inn. That sign says Old Inn. Maybe that's where the springs are? Oh, who are you people? Sorry, we're all booked. I've got too many special guests gathered here this week to waste my time with regular ones. Go on, get out of here. What are you talking about? Do you mean the psychics? Hold it, proprietor. Can't you tell those people are here for the same reason as us? I mean, one of them's clearly not normal. As far as I'm concerned, the more rivals, the better. The more people here there are around when I win, the better I'll be able to prove that I, Ishtar and Tosaka, am the best psychic and curse hunter in America, if not the whole world. What? Ishtar. No wonder I thought you looked so much like yourself. Sorry, we don't know you. Do I know you? Oh, I see. You must be a fan of mine. You must I've misheard my name and stuck with you all this time. Well, lucky for you, I'm very generous to my fans, so I'm willing to overlook it. But from now on, honey, remember that's Ishtarin, not Ishtar. My father named me Ishta, and my nickname in high school was Rin the Exorcist. Let's put them together and you got Ishtarin. You can also call me Jolene. Okay. Are you a living person then? Huh? Do I look like a ghost to you? Of course I'm alive. You know, you're being weirdly forward too. Have we met someone before? Senpai, it's hard to believe. It looks like Ishtarin really is from this time period. I've heard of coincidental resemblances, but this is on the whole other level. Anyway, be reasonable, proprietor. We might all be here for fame and fortune, but that's not the only reason we're here. Those blessed with his psychic abilities have an obligation to save spirits who still suffer in this world. They say, 2 heads are better than 1, bills be changed, and there's no such thing as having too much firepower. What do you don't you think? You make a good point, Ishtarin. How can I say no to that? Very well then, this may put us over capacity, but I'll accept these newcomers joining the fray. Welcome, you three. I'm Kumano Yoshisuke, the proprietor of Kumano Inn. Thank you so much for choosing to stay at our humble establishment. The next part probably goes without saying, but please bear with me, it's tradition after all. 2 years ago, our humble inn began seeing regular paranormal phenomena. Ghosts, as lay people would put it. Thanks to that, our once glorious inn has fallen on tough times, and can barely attract enough guests to stay afloat. So, as a countermeasure, we reached out to people who have experience solving paranormal problems, and promised to reward them if they should succeed with ours. In other words, everyone who stays here must be a psychic. It also means that if you're going to stay with us, you need to be able and willing to exorcise any ghosts you encounter. If that all sounds fair, then you can sign the hotel register right here. I don't trust this guy at all, but I don't see any other choice. Mr. Miss Mash, Miss Susurtsuka. Very good. As your first test. Great. Now we can introduce you to your rivals. This is everyone I can find in the lobby. This is Bazette. She's self-proclaimed, tough as nails psychic, who prides herself on keeping her cool no matter what the situation. Though, if you ask me, the steel's not in her heart, but in her fists. Well, you're not wrong. My heart is as hard as they come. Keeping your cool at all times is what lets you deal the final knockout blow to a tough ghost. This is Karen. She calls herself the Exorcist's Exorcist. I think it means if exorcists eat ghosts for breakfast, she eats those exorcists for breakfast. I just happened to find my way here. I'm a very pious nun. My real profession is exorcising demons. But demons and evil spirits don't have any money on them, so someone has to pay the bills, right? Now, Yogi here isn't an exorcist, but she is paying an exorbitant amount of money to stay here. What a delightful little diversion. I would say I'm glad I came here with my family. I wasn't worried about it being a bad influence on my daughter. Oh, my family and I have reserved the entire 5th floor. So please don't bother us there, okay? And finally, we have this creepy girl getting off major stalker vibes, followed Ryogi here. I still don't know what her name is. I'm Fujino the Twister. Please let me know if you run into any jars you can't open, or unsightly steel girders. I'll twist them away as if they were never there. I think there were still a few others, but that should do it for the time being. Now as for the haunted room... Wait, just a moment please. I still have more to say first. As you can see, I've brought in first-rate exorcists from all walks of life. So there's really no place for any third-rate exorcist. We're all bargain no bite. So if you're going to stay with us, I'll need to prove what it takes to deal with ghosts. Good point. If they can't even defend themselves, we definitely can't let them go near the big 5 ghost stories. Which we could prove by... I'd like you free to resolve a haunting in the mountains behind the inn. There's an abandoned mining site, an affiliated with our inn, and some nasty spirits have supposedly taken up residence there. Anyone who walks in comes back crawling on the ground like a zombie. It turned out they were no longer able to walk because their leg bones had rotted from the inside out. Ugh. Horrible, isn't it? Perhaps there's still some corrosive gas lingering there or something. Anyway, that's how that area became known as Hell's Pavilion. Impressive, no? So, you're saying we can stay here if we exorcise evil spirits in the mine? Oh, come now, don't be silly. Oh, you're exorcist, right? Of course you can exorcise evil spirits. That would hardly be a test for your skills. No, these things have always been about competition. So I'm going to have you compete with another exorcist to see which of you can purify Hell's Pavilion the quickest. Okay, miss? Who? Oh. Miss Alice. I know I said I wouldn't exercise any made-up ghosts, but if I'm going up against a real mage, that's a different story. You clock tower mages never change. You're inhuman creatures that will cross oceans just to get their hands on mystics. A supers who would rather ruin other people's magecraft than improve their own, all in the name of maintaining their so-called dignity. If there's any place in this world you belong, it's the deepest bowels of hell. Well, that's quite the first impression. Rules are what you expect. Whoever wins, exercise the most wins, okay? That didn't take long. Multiple unidentified hostiles approaching. I'm not seeing any signs of life or intelligence. They appear to be some kind of clusters of magical energy. As long as there are any big ones like we found in the mountains, we should be able to handle this without pulling out the big guns. Let's take care of them quickly. We'll have to pull our punches so we don't cause a cave-in. That's fine, but where'd our competitor go? Oh, I'm sure she's still back by the entrance. I think someone so aggressive would be quicker to act. But nope, not her. She's always been a slacker. You know her, Alco? I'm afraid so. I'll introduce you once this contest is over. Assuming we're alive, that is. In the meantime, we need to take down more than half these things before she gets here, or this match is as good as done. Huh? Then aren't we well on the way to victory already? Won't taking more than half be enough to guarantee your victory? Yep, which is why we need to guarantee that first. We can worry about the small stuff later. Okay, fight time. Okay, just Berserker. In theory, it should just be this. I'll do a 2-star and a 5-star just in case. Just in case. And then give him a kaleidoscope. Okay, then you need to do it just in case.
了解見つけたスライドそこ動くな道だサポートして装填済みですせーのブーストストライク大マダ発射
Okay, now no Phantasm. Well, that was interesting. Easy.
過分を捨て重さを捨て早きを捨ててめえをした勝つもしやがれ剣の鼓動ここにあり
半人前の魔法使いにしてはいい活躍できたかもできたわよね
Okay, so it was all just bronze. That's gonna be having them by now. More than half, Master. We've pinned out the majority of the hostiles. I'm sorry we don't give our opponent a chance, but this means victory's as good as ours. Ooh. I wouldn't be so sure. The proprietor laid out a bunch of complicated rules. But victory or defeat always boils down to one thing. Points don't matter much after that. You see, it's impossible to lose a contest if you're the only competitor left. Is she gonna kill us? Or try to at least. She just erased all the magical energy clutched in this cave in an instant. Is this a reality marble? But it doesn't feel like one. It's her magecraft, Diddle Diddle Banquet of the Night. It transforms the area around her into a world of nursery rhymes. Reality marbles work by materializing users' mindscape and overwriting reality for a short time. Compared to that, Diddle Diddle is like cheating. It cuts reality clean off, no ifs, ands, or buts. It's the manifestation of a fairy tale, something even more magical than the five true magics themselves. It's a ploy kickshaw, an extraordinary type of familiar that happens to be Kunoji Alice's specialty. I knew it. That was you, Alco. Ooh, dramatic. I had a hunch it might be you when I saw an exorcist with a paper bag over her head. So, how have you been? I've been fine, as you can see. I'm just taking a break right now. What about you? I'm surprised you're taking part in this kind of contest. What happened? Isn't it forbidden to use your magecraft in public? Hell, you even went in places of ploy like this. Looks like your competitive streak is worse than ever. Those two people of you are clock tower mages. They don't count as part of the public. I don't think we count as clock tower mages. Besides, it doesn't matter how we got here. Now that we're fighting a magecraft battle, they're my enemy. So I'm going to send them packing before they can steal anything else. Did you say clock tower? I'm sorry, we're actually researchers of Chaldea. We don't have any organization association with an organization as storied as the Clock Tower. You expect me to believe that? There's no organization called Kalia anywhere in the Mages Association. Of course, that's because we're not part of it. Ever heard of the blah 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 blah? Is that true, Elko? You bet it is. Kalia's real observatory up on the top of an incredibly snowy mountain. I heard all about it through the grapevine. But then I wouldn't expect a witch who might as well be living under a rock to know about that. Yes. I've heard of it. It's a museum in Switzerland, right? I remember Toko telling me about it once. Never mind that, I just remembered that. Senpai? I know there are amazing snowy mountains in Switzerland, but Kalia isn't in... Sometimes it's better just to pretend not to notice things. Why do I feel like you just made a huge effort to spare my feelings? Anyway, doesn't matter. Those people may not be Clock Tower mages, but that doesn't mean this battle is over. My stir witches are forbidden from losing magecraft contests. So I'm going to kill you two and keep my undefeated win streak going. In fact, this is a good opportunity to finally get rid of you too, Alco. Talk about two birds with one stone. This may even be the best day of my life so far. How about we call it a draw then? Huh? We beat you in numbers, you by some magecraft, right? So since we both won part of this contest, that makes this a draw, not a loss. Besides, don't you make for a good story, sparing a couple of rookie mages? I bet some people would be thrilled to know that even you can be merciful when you feel like it. I suppose a draw would work, yes. If they really aren't Clock Tower mages, there's no need for me to kill them. No need for me to kill them to keep them from talking. Alright, I'll go along with your draw, but don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this out of respect for you. For calling you liars, however, I must apologize. I shouldn't have made such an assumption. That's alright. We could have definitely explained ourselves better. Allow us to introduce ourselves properly. My name is Mash Kirilight. And this is Meh. He's a summoner from Kalia. I'm proud to call him my master. Nice to meet you. Is that so? I'm Kunoji Alice. Call me whatever you like. You are here for your own reasons, right? If you stay out of my affairs, I will remain out of yours. Still, having said that, I expect we'll cross paths while you're staying at the inn, so I will endeavor to treat you fairly. After all, you're friends of Alco's, right? Shiga and I go way back. That's why I'd gladly kill her if I ever get the chance. I think they'll allow me to bring another one. Oh, that's cute. CEXP though. Oh, ay.
先日のモリアーティ教授の授業はふと興味を覚え
This is a lot of missions. The contest and a draw, contrary to appearances, they really are first-rate exorcists. Is that a fact? My, I can't believe you really did match Glenn's Health Pavilion of Evil Spirits. I thought it would be too much for even you, Miss Konoji. But it seems you came back without so much as a scratch. Is there a problem? Oh, no, not at all. Nobody's been able to do anything about that place ever since the miners came and dismantled the ancient shrine there. Really? We don't breathe easier now that you have cleansed it. I didn't see any signs of shrine inside. Yeah, it was a very small shrine. They probably just didn't leave any traces behind. But never mind that. Meh, was it? I'm very impressed. I think there was another exorcist out there as good as Miss Kunochi, especially one so young. Oh, that's not to say you're still amazing, Miss Kunoji. I know there are very few psychics as strong as you. The only problem is, you spend most of your time here drinking tea at the souvenir corner instead of doing your job. But this fine young man immediately agreed to my request. I guess young people these days aren't too bad after all. That's great. Do you believe us when we say we're first-rate exorcists now? Of course. I'm going to step you up in your own VIP room. Now then, allow me to officially welcome you to the Spot Springs. Bleh, words. Aryan used to be the talk of the town, but now only ghosts and monsters stay here, and they've few to check out. Barely had any real guests in ages. Hot Springs have been in my family for a long time, but now we're on the verge of closing down for good. So I put out a classified in hope of resolving the situation. As I would offer cash rewards to anyone who manages to exorcise the evil spirits that have taken up residence here, then that I could not be held responsible for any loss of limb or life. The guests you see here are the ones who answered the ad. There are many other disturbances throughout the inn. Frankly, most of them aren't as bad as the Pavilion. I'll leave the doors unlocked, so please go ahead and exercise as many things as you can like. Your energy and power notwithstanding, of course. You have 6 days starting today, and I'll reward you for every major job you complete. Feels like a part-time gig. How many guests are there in total? Whoa, I didn't realize you could talk. Creepy. Anyway, there are currently 9 parties staying with us, yourselves included. Though that was... You're welcome to work with or compete with them as you see fit. That part is none of my business. Always ask you, please refrain from killing one another. Please note that it seems as though one of our guests was killed by a person rather than a spirit. I'll be calling the police immediately. Did you get cell coverage out here? Oh, you have those fancy new cellular phones? No, I'm afraid not. We haven't had any signal whatsoever since the disturbances began. In fact, the detective from Tokyo was just complaining about it. I swear, these spoiled city rats are all the same, always chasing the hot new thing. Listen, the mountains are nothing less than a miraculously holy sight. The great Wanwan would never permit anyone to contact the outside as easily as you might chat about the weather. Wanwan? Is that the god we saw being venerated in the cave? Say what now? I didn't see any venerating thing. Oh no, that's a completely different god, going back much farther. Wanwan is a recent development. At any rate, if you want to contact someone in town, you'll have to use the telephone in the old inn. It's a sacred phone, blessed by Wanwan. You've run down a phone line down to the foot of the mountain. 100 yen for the first minute, and an additional 10 yen for every 30 seconds after. Are you price gouging us? Nobody ever said torch trucks are a bargain. Alright, your party will be staying in the sky room on the 8th floor. It's our finest VIP suites. There are 2 sitting rooms, 3 bedrooms, and a beautiful mountain view. The hot springs are in the old inn building. They close at 1 in the morning and open early at 5. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I need to see dinner preparations. Guess we should go check our rooms. Oh, one more thing. There are a lot of spiritual disturbances on the way room, so be careful. That's the interesting thing to drop. Yeah, it's mission.
Kumano! ミッションクリア。では次のミッションをどうぞ。
And there's points too. How long is this gonna take? There we go. Set up parties in the right way. Certain times each day, mass monster quests have a time limit. Their hints will appear starting on the 20th. The 20th? Okay. Well, I'll do this mission once and that'll be it. So, use child servant? Okay. Okay, no. Okay, I only. Where's he? Where's he? Actually, no, only it's 1 silver at least. Wrong person. There, I have 1 child servant.
로저 커피.
確かこうか
大中中速度。えい。やあ。
そう
ロジャーカピー。えい。
4 enemies. Okay, so looping is not really a thing I can do.
なんだ
ロジャーカピー。
Dang it.
はあ。大入中速度。
なんだ
ロ
Ooh. Damn.
セントールフルスラットロジャーカピー
Oh. Ibaraki.
ロジャーカピーうん僕は導く人の夢人の望みいつか僕らはたどり着くペイルブルーだったロジャーカピー
いいかもう終わりかなんだつまらぬな
What was mission number 8 again?
調査はどう？やるべきことを効率的に着々とこなしていってる？さすが歴戦のマスター。
But that is where I'll be ending.
うわ、また出た。この旅館オカルトスポット多すぎない？
I hope you enjoyed the first episode of this, and yeah, toodle. Next time more.